The year is 2347. Earth, ravaged by centuries of exploitation, could no longer sustain its burgeoning population. Hope lay in the stars, in the promise of a new home. Kepler 186f, a planet within the habitable zone of a distant star, beckoned with the promise of a fresh start. Massive ships carrying the hopes and dreams of humanity embarked on a perilous journey across the vast expanse of space. Years turned into decades as the colonists slept in cryogenic slumber, their dreams traveling at the speed of light. When they finally arrived at Kepler 186f, it was to a world both alien and strangely familiar. A massive dome, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, had been constructed amidst a landscape of crimson sand dunes and towering rock formations. It was within this dome, a fragile bubble of life, that the colonists would rebuild their civilization. The first colonists were a diverse group: scientists, engineers, doctors and farmers, all united by a common purpose. Among them was Paul, a brilliant astrophysicist tasked with studying the planet's atmosphere and climate. Paul, with his sharp mind and unwavering determination, was the embodiment of the pioneering spirit that had brought humanity to this new world. The early days were a whirlwind of activity. Scientists, including Paul, ventured out in their pressurized rovers, collecting data and unraveling the secrets of this alien world. The dome hummed with the sounds of construction and the excited chatter of children, their laughter echoing a hopeful future. The initial surveys were promising. Kepler 186f possessed a breathable atmosphere and an abundance of natural resources. The future seemed bright, a beacon of hope in the vast darkness of space, but this newfound hope would soon be challenged by a series of inexplicable events that would plunge the colony into an abyss of fear and uncertainty. It began subtly, with strange whispers on the communication channels and fleeting shadows at the edge of vision. Then things took a sinister turn. Equipment malfunctioned, data disappeared, and people started vanishing without a trace. The disappearances started with Dr. Chen, a botanist who had been studying the strange bioluminescent flora outside the dome. He had gone on a routine expedition but never returned. His rover was found abandoned, its emergency beacon silent. Then it was the turn of two engineers working on the dome's power grid. They vanished during their shift, leaving behind an unsettling silence and a growing sense of dread among the colonists. Fear, like a creeping fog, began to envelop the once vibrant colony. Section 4. The shadows deepen. Paul, his scientific mind refusing to succumb to panic, took it upon himself to investigate these disappearances. He meticulously reviewed the logs, interviewed the colonists, and scoured the data for any clues. Each dead end deepened the mystery, and the once familiar dome started to feel like a labyrinth of shadows and whispers. Days turned into sleepless nights as Paul delved deeper into the mystery. He noticed a pattern in the disappearances. They always occurred during the planet's long, dark nights. Furthermore, the missing individuals were all involved in research outside the dome, suggesting a connection to the alien environment. The weight of the colony's fear settled on Paul's shoulders. He felt responsible, driven to find answers not only for the sake of the colony, but also to silence the doubt and fear gnawing at his own sanity. The dome, once a symbol of hope and security, now felt suffocating, its walls closing in on him. Section 5. A glimmer of truth. Paul focused his investigation on the planet's unusual electromagnetic field, a phenomenon his team had been studying prior to the disappearances. He discovered strange fluctuations coinciding with the times of the disappearances. Could there be a link between the electromagnetic anomalies and the missing colonists? While reviewing Dr. Chen's research, Paul stumbled upon a startling discovery. Dr. Chen had theorized that the planet's flora might not be entirely passive. He believed the plants possessed a rudimentary form of bioelectricity which interacted with the planet's electromagnetic field. A chilling thought struck Paul. What if the flora wasn't just interacting with the planet's electromagnetic field, but also influencing it, perhaps even weaponizing it? What if the disappearances weren't random, but the result of something sinister lurking beyond the dome, something that remained hidden during the planet's long days? Section 6 Revelation. Driven by this horrifying realization, Paul decided to venture out into the alien night, armed with a modified sensor array designed to detect bioelectrical energy. As the dome's protective shadow receded with the setting of the double sun, a sense of foreboding gripped him. The silence of the alien night was broken only by the hiss of his rover's life support system and the pounding of his own heart. Following the trail of electromagnetic disturbances, Paul arrived at a canyon, the site of the last disappearance. His sensors picked up a surge of bioelectrical energy emanating from the canyon's depths. As he cautiously approached the edge, his rover's headlights illuminated a horrifying sight. A colossal, plant-like creature, its tendrils pulsing with bioluminescence, rose from the depths. Entangled within its grasp was a rover, its occupants visible through the shattered viewport, their faces frozen in a silent scream. The creature, a horrifying mockery of earthly flora, turned its glowing eyes towards Paul, and he knew with chilling certainty that he had found the answer to the mystery, a truth more terrifying than anything he could have imagined.